Hold up, did Erica Mena just slap her way right out of a paycheck? Because baby, what went down backstage at the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reunion has the streets screaming, the cast shook, and the producers questioning every life choice they've ever made? Let's talk about the slap heard across the entire Mona Scott universe. Yes, that slap open palm, full contact, filmed in 4K, and allegedly so loud it interrupted Bambi's edges mid-laydown. And now, rumors are swirling like Yandy's side eyes. Erica might be banned from the season 13 finale. Banned, as in don't bring your wig, your heels, or your dramatics. You're not invited. But what exactly triggered the outburst? Was it betrayal? A petty DM? A jealous meltdown over screen time? Or is this just another carefully staged PR stunt that went way too real? And let's not forget, this isn't Erica's first reality TV meltdown, but it might just be her last. So grab your snacks, plug in that charger, and sit tight, because what we're about to unpack involves violence, betrayal, fake friends, leaked footage, and a slap that could rewrite LHHATL history. This ain't just teeth, this is a boiling scandal stew. And it's about to spill everywhere. Asterisk, the reunion was supposed to be electric, but not like this. Not slap the camera operator, shut down the set, security barrels and chaos. And yet, here we are. Erica Mena. Yes, that Erica Mena may have just gone from Love and Hip Hop royalty to reality TV liability with one swing of her perfectly manicured hand. It wasn't just a slap, it was a statement. A declaration of war. A full-on open-palmed act of defiance that echoed through the halls of VH1, like a gospel choir in stilettos. This wasn't scripted. This wasn't negotiated with producers. This was real, raw, and absolutely career-threatening, according to several insiders, who obviously wish to remain anonymous, but totally have nothing to lose now that the NDA has been spiritually violated. Things exploded backstage during a routine segment shuffle. Erica, already on edge from what she called months of microaggressions and fake love, allegedly overheard a castmate making slick comments about her parenting, her recent breakup, and her surgically enhanced behind the target. Jess, sweet fake humble. I don't do drama, Jess. The same Jess who's been strategically inserting herself into every plotline like parsley on a buffet tray. According to one crew member who spoke under the condition of pure gossip, Erica was pacing back and forth like a lioness in a rhinestone cage before she stormed out of her dressing room, snatched off her mic pack, and confronted Jess in front of God, security, and Mona Scott Young's distant third cousin. Now, depending on who you ask, and believe me, everyone has suddenly become a certified eyewitness. The slap came after Jess allegedly smirked and said something that crossed the line. What line, you ask? The invisible one that separates petty from prosecuted. Erica didn't hesitate. She didn't flinch. That hand flew with the precision of a trained pageant queen and the speed of a TikTok trend. Contact was made. Jess gasped. A bottle of Fiji water hit the floor, and just like that, the energy in the studio collapsed. Within seconds, security flooded in like they were responding to a hostage crisis. Castmates either backed away like extras in a telenovela or whipped out their phones faster than you could say. Shade Room exclusive. The reunion, which had barely made it through the intros and awkward small talk, was shut down. Production was paused. The showrunners were huddled in corners, debating liability clauses and damage control strategies. One source claimed that Mona herself called in from another city, screaming into her Bluetooth headset, "We cannot air this. We cannot air this unless we blur the entire screen." But let's not pretend this came out of nowhere. Erica Mena has been a walking storm cloud since season 12. This is the same woman who famously threw wine at her own fiancé during a brunch scene. The same woman who flipped a table while wearing 4-inch heels and didn't even lose a press-on nail. We've seen her rage. We've seen her tears. But we've never seen her cross this line until now. Fans online are torn. Some are saying she was provoked. Others are chanting "fire her now." While a small but vocal group has already printed Team Mena t-shirts and are selling them on Etsy. The backlash isn't just online. Sources say VH1 executives are now holding emergency meetings, some in suits, some in full panic mode, trying to determine whether Erica will be allowed to return for the final reunion taping. There's talk of legal involvement, insurance policies, mental health clauses. In the contracts, one overworked producer was even overheard muttering, "I knew we should have just brought back K. Michelle instead." Inside sources also claim that Erica was immediately escorted to a private holding room after the incident. where she sat in silence for 17 minutes before allegedly telling a handler, "I'm not sorry. She deserved it." Now of course, that quote can't be verified, but that hasn't stopped it from trending. Meanwhile, Jess reportedly left the set in tears, refusing to speak to producers or even accept her Uber voucher. One unconfirmed report says she FaceTimed young Jock and asked him if he thought she should press charges. He allegedly replied, "You knew what show you signed up for." All jokes aside, this could seriously cost Erica her spot in the finale. And make no mistake, the season 13 finale is being positioned as the climax of all climaxes. Rumor has it multiple pregnancies, infidelity reveals, and a surprise proposal were on deck. Erica's absence wouldn't just be a casting hiccup, it would be a full-blown narrative earthquake. And if VH1 decides to cut her out, that means entire plotlines will need to be restructured. Editors will have to work overtime. Confessionals will be retold. B-roll will be stretched thinner than Carly Red's last storyline. But of course, it's not that simple. While some execs are reportedly calling for Erica to be banned outright, others are seeing dollar signs. One network insider was allegedly heard saying, "Are you kidding me? This is ratings gold." Another chimed in, "If we spin this right, we've got a whole Erica redemption arc lined up for season 14. And therein lies the delicious contradiction of reality TV. Chaos is currency. The same slap that might get you escorted off set could also secure you another year's worth of storyline and screen time. It all depends on how fast the producers can weaponize your pain for profit." Meanwhile, cast reactions are trickling in through vague Instagram posts, shady tweets, and passive-aggressive TikToks. Bambi posted a photo of a burning bridge. Yandi uploaded a quote that said, "Real queens don't slap, they step." Sierra unfollowed Erica, then followed her again 20 minutes later. And Rashida just posted a smoothie recipe and kept it pushing. But back to the slap. There's now rumored to be 2 different camera angles of the moment. And both are allegedly being reviewed for editorial consideration. Translation: they're figuring out whether they can legally use it in the reunion or at least in a trailer. There's even whisperings of VH1 possibly blurring Erica's face during the broadcast as a signal of her pending removal. Like, are we editing her into a ghost now? And just when you think it can't get more chaotic. An alleged assistant producer leaked a still image of Erica's hand mid-swing captioned only with the word "boom." That image, already a meme, already a GIF, already printed on coffee mugs by fans with no chill and even less legal caution. If that image airs on TV, we're looking at a possible FCC complaint, multiple sponsors pulling out, and perhaps most shockingly a boycott threat from a community of professional hand models who are offended by the misuse of their craft. As for Erica, her team is reportedly scrambling to craft a public statement. Early drafts allegedly included the phrase, "I was spiritually provoked," and another that said, "Sometimes God uses hands," and mine were available. Both were cut. Word is, Erica is refusing to apologize in any way that might be interpreted as weakness. She's playing it firm, unapologetic, victim of a toxic work environment. Or as one insider dramatically whispered, she's going full Olivia Pope without the white hat. Meanwhile, Jess has not released a statement. But sources close to her team say she's been meeting with her publicist, legal advisor, and a tarot card reader to determine her next move. And apparently, a press run is already being planned where Jess may go on The Breakfast Club or sit down with Tasha K. Yes, that Tasha K, you already know what kind of mess that could unleash. And so here we are still with no official word from VH1, no apology from Erica, no update on whether Jess is pressing charges, and no real clarity on whether the reunion will even finish filming this week. All we have is a slap, a cast in shock, a fan base divided, and a finale hanging in the balance like a lace front in a windstorm. And just as tensions couldn't get any higher, we've now received exclusive, unconfirmed reports from an insider that VH1 executives were caught arguing in the control room, some calling for Erica's immediate suspension, others demanding that she return to the couch for one final confession. And that, my friends, is where we leave off for now. While the control room scrambled like headless chickens dipped in lawsuits, and the reunion set remained on lockdown, Erica Mena sat quietly in a back room, arms crossed, lip trembling just slightly, not from regret, but from rage. Because while execs debated whether to cut her scenes or keep her in for the ratings, Erica knew one thing for sure: the internet was already on fire, and this wasn't just a slap anymore. This was a cultural event. A PR battlefield. A war of narratives. And everybody wanted a piece. Anonymous sources, who may or may not just be interns with iPhones, leaked even more shocking details to shady blogs. Apparently, before the slap even landed, Erica had requested to not be seated near Jess during the reunion. Her request was denied. Why? Because, allegedly, producers were banking on tension. And baby, did they get it? One insider claimed a showrunner was heard whispering, "If they fight, we win the night." Another swore there was a betting pool on which cast member would pop off first and surprise. Surprise, Erica was the favorite by a landslide. But, wait, it gets messier. Security footage from just 10 minutes before the slap reportedly shows Jess and another unnamed cast member mocking Erica's recent court battle over custody and child support. The exact audio hasn't been released, but lip readers on TikTok swear they saw Jess mouth the words, "She cries for cameras but not her kids." If true, that statement alone could turn this entire narrative on its head. Suddenly, the slap isn't just a violent outburst, it's a clapback against calculated cruelty. And speaking of clapbacks, let's talk social media. Within hours, the hashtag Erica was pushed too far was trending in 5 cities. Fans on Twitter, Instagram, and even LinkedIn chimed in. A viral thread broke down every altercation Erica's had on the show, complete with slow-motion replays, timestamps, and conspiracy theories about producer manipulation. One user even published a fake FBI-style profile of Erica, complete with charts labeled triggers, allies, and enemies. We're not saying it's accurate. We're just saying it had 1.2 million views by morning. Meanwhile, the cast group chat reportedly imploded. Some were begging producers to distance them from Erica immediately, while others low-key congratulated her for doing what they were too scared to do. Rumor has it one cast member messaged, "She just slapped the storyline out of Jess. Legendary." Another responded with a crying emoji and 3 popcorn kernels. Classy. But here's where things really spiral. Apparently, a leaked memo from VH1's legal department outlines for possible options currently being debated behind the scenes. Option 1. Suspend Erica from the rest of the reunion and cut her speaking segments. Option 2. Allow her to return, but only if she delivers a pre-written apology on camera. Option 3. Cancel the entire reunion and instead release a cast reaction special with heavily edited interviews. And finally, Option 4. Do absolutely nothing and let the slap live in infamy because, and we quote, "Chaos equals engagement." Now, this is where the plot thickens like Rashida's foundation in natural lighting. Erica allegedly refused to issue any apology unless she was allowed to write it herself. According to insiders, she told producers, "I'm not about to sit here and pretend I'm sorry for defending myself. This ain't church. It's love and hip-hop." And just like that, the fragile truce between production and talent began to crumble. The PR department reportedly brought in a crisis consultant, yes, an actual person with a briefcase and a panic button, who advised the network to spin the slap as a moment of emotional exhaustion, not aggression. Spin. Emotional exhaustion. Honey, Erica was emotionally exhausted in season 9 and still showed up in heels to film a fight in a parking lot. What changed now? Oh right, Jess finally talked slick to the wrong person. Meanwhile, cast reactions are evolving in real time. Yandi, trying to play Switzerland, went live on Instagram and said, "We don't condone violence, but we gotta understand where people are coming from, period." She then mysteriously ended the live after reading one too many comments calling her fake AF. Moniece posted a TikTok with the caption, "If someone lied about your kids, would you stay quiet?" Sierra deleted all mentions of the reunion from her stories. And Bambi reposted a screenshot of the slap with the words, "Protect your peace." But sometimes peace wears Timberlands. Even the reunion host is allegedly rethinking his involvement. One source claimed he called his agent and asked, "Is this show covered under hazard pay?" And to be honest, we wouldn't blame him. The studio had to be evacuated twice after the incident, once because of an actual fight, and once because someone accidentally tripped over a ring light and screamed loud enough to trigger a panic response. It's that serious. But guess who's not panicking? Erica. Sources say she returned to her dressing room, removed her lashes, poured herself a glass of champagne, and told her assistant, "Well, I gave them a finale to remember." That's either the attitude of a woman completely out of control or one who knows exactly what she's doing. And the fans, they're eating it up like it's Sunday brunch and Erica's the buffet. Fan-made merch has already popped up online: hoodies with slap silhouettes, mugs that say boom, reunion edition, and one particularly bold t-shirt that reads, "Self-defense isn't a crime, Jess?" Etsy sellers are out here profiting like it's Cyber Monday, and VH1 hasn't sent cease and desist letters yet. And it's not just fans. Brands are watching, too. One shady tea company reportedly offered Erika a 5-figure sponsorship to release a limited edition blend called Reunion Reboot with flavors like Hot Temper Hibiscus and Smackdown Citrus. She hasn't accepted yet, but if she does, you heard it here first, and just when you think you've caught your breath, plot twist. Another leaked screenshot, this time from the cast's private Facebook group, Don't Act Surprised, shows a furious comment from Jess saying, "Y'all, let this chick put hands on me and now you're acting like I deserved it. Bet. Watch how I move." She then unfollowed half the cast, unfriended producers, and allegedly contacted a well-known media personality to do a tell-all. That's right, Jess is planning a sit-down interview. Location, confidential. Interviewer, TBD, but we're hearing it's gonna be filmed in a luxury hotel suite with soft lighting and tears queued up on demand. The working title, The Truth Behind the Slap, My Side. We'll believe it when we see it. But if it drops before the reunion finale airs, the whole narrative could shift again, and as for the network, they're stuck. On one hand, they've got a liability issue. On the other hand, they've got a ratings juggernaut. Do they keep Erika and risk backlash? Or cut her out and lose half their audience? Executives are reportedly split down the middle. Some are calling for Erika's suspension. Others are pulling analytics that show engagement spiked 900% after the slap leaked. One intern allegedly burst into the meeting with a PowerPoint titled "Why Erica Mena is Our Beyoncé." We're still waiting to confirm whether he got promoted or fired on the spot. And here's the kicker. VH1 had already filmed a redemption storyline for Erika before this whole thing went down. Sources say it was heartfelt, emotional, and even involved a charity event for single moms. But now, that footage may never see the light of day, or worse, it'll be buried under slow-mo replays of Erika going Mortal Kombat backstage. So where do things stand now? No one's confirming anything. Not Erika, not Jess, not the network. But we do know this something big is coming. Whether it's a permanent ban, a public apology, or a last-minute PR miracle, VH1 is about to make a decision that could define love and hip-hop's legacy for years to come. This isn't just about Erika anymore. It's about ratings. It's about reputation. It's about whether reality TV still has rules or whether the rules got slapped clean off the stage last Thursday. And just as Erika prepares to make her next move, producers have reportedly sent out one final message to the entire cast. Get ready for the finale. Everything's about to change. And just like that, the network's silence broke. Not with a statement, not with an official press release. No, they went full drama mode. A teaser clip aired on the Love and Hip Hop Instagram page with 3 words in blazing red font. "She's coming back." No context, no explanation. Just a black screen, dramatic piano music, and Erika Mena's shadow walking toward the reunion stage. Within minutes, the internet imploded. Comments poured in like digital confetti. "She better not be allowed back. Queen behavior. I would have slapped her too. Cancel the whole show or crown her president." Fans were split, the cast divided, and the network grinning ear to ear, because love her or hate her, Erika had just saved their ratings single-handedly with 5 acrylics and 1 perfectly timed backhand. But of course, her return came with strings. According to multiple unnamed producers, aka the baristas at the Starbucks near VH1 headquarters, Erika had to agree to a sit-down, not a regular reunion segment. A spotlighted, stage-cleared, spotlight-in-her-face confessional. 1 shot, 1 take, 1 chance to spin her side. And Erika. She showed up like a woman reborn. Hair slicked, face beat, not a tear in sight. She walked onto that stage in 6-inch stilettos, sat down like she owned the building, and said one sentence. That stopped the entire production. "I've been called dramatic, unstable, emotional, ... But today, I'm just going to be honest." Boom, mic dropped. She went on to recount the entire backstage situation, how she was provoked, how she'd warned them, how production ignored red flags and, in her words, fed the fire just to get flames. She admitted the slap wasn't her proudest moment, but she doubled down on why it happened. When your kids are used against you, it doesn't feel like a show anymore. It feels like war. And just when you thought it couldn't get more emotionally manipulative, the screen behind her faded into yep. You guessed it, and seen footage of Jess laughing while mocking Erica's custody issues. The clip wasn't long, just a smirk, a whisper, and a phrase that sounded suspiciously like she should have lost them anyway. Gasps. Real ones, not the fake studio kind. The audience, cast, and even the host froze. VH1 knew what they were doing. They didn't just clear Erica's name, they canonized her, made her the phoenix, the martyr, the misunderstood gladiator of season 13. Jess, of course, wasn't having it. She stormed back on stage in the middle of Erica's speech, mic in hand, and shouted, "So now y'all painting me as the villain?" The host begged for calm. Security hovered at the edge, but Jess went off. She called the edit manipulative, the producers desperate, and the audience fake. And then came the line that turned the whole reunion into an instant classic. "This isn't a reunion, it's a damn circus. And I'm the lion they're trying to put down." That sound you heard, it was millions of phones typing, "woo-woo chilly." But even Jess couldn't undo the narrative that had taken root. Erica, now positioned as the bruised but brave truth-teller, sat silently and let Jess spiral. It was the kind of silence that screams power. The kind of silence that makes people rethink everything they thought they knew. Backstage, execs were reportedly pumping. Twitter analysts tracked real-time follower count. Sirica gained 50,000 in under 2 hours. Influencers posted reaction videos with captions like "she really said boom" and became the moment. Even blogs that previously dragged her were now calling her the face of resilience. Someone even edited a slow-mo montage of the slap synced to Beyoncé's "I Was Here." And while Erica's redemption arc was soaring, the network wasted no time capitalizing. Within 24 hours, VH1 announced a new digital spin-off series, Erica Unfiltered. Yes, you read that right. A 6-episode behind-the-scenes series chronicling Erica Mena's journey through scandal, motherhood, and media fallout. The trailer, pure Oscar bait. Rain sounds, voice-over narration. A shot of Erica crying in front of a vanity mirror as a makeup artist retouches her eyeliner. And the kicker, the premiere episode drops the night after the reunion finale. And what about Jess? Well, sources say her management team is in full damage control. Her brand deals are under review. She's allegedly been asked to sit out the next season, and she reportedly told a friend, "I'm done with reality TV. I'm going to write a book." Sure, Jan. Meanwhile, the cast has gone eerily quiet. Monique posted a cryptic story with a single hourglass emoji. Bambi posted a Bible verse. Yandy, always on brand, posted a video about healing, hurt, and hair care. But everyone knows the silence isn't Pisce's prep. Because season 14, it's already been greenlit. And let's just say the producers are licking their chops, but don't get it twisted. Erica's not walking into a hero's welcome. No, she's walking into something much more dangerous. An audience with expectations, viewers who now see her as a symbol. People who demand she stay redeemed, or face another digital firing squad. And Erica, she's well aware. In a leaked voice note, she was allegedly heard telling a friend, "They want a saint, not a savage. But baby, I've always been both." Translation: she's not changing. She's just evolving. So what's the legacy here? Did Erica Mena slap her way into a new era of reality TV? Did VH1 use a real mental breakdown to build a narrative empire? Did fans fall for an emotional manipulation masterclass disguised as raw vulnerability? The answer is, yes. To all of it. Every single messy, shady, high-heeled producer-edited second of it, and as the reunion finale looms, one question remains. Will Erica show up in forgiveness mode, ready to kiss cheeks and hold hands? Or will she double down on the drama and turn the stage into her personal courtroom? Either way, she's not going anywhere. Because no matter how loud the critics scream, Erica just did the one thing every reality star dreams of. She made herself unforgettable. And now it's your turn. You've seen the slap. You've heard the stories. You've watched the redemption arc build itself out of glitter, drama, and defiance. But do you believe Erica Mena deserves her spot on that reunion stage? Do you think Jess was the true villain hiding behind a well-lit confession couch? Should VH1 be held accountable for playing puppet master behind the scenes? Or are we all just players in the grand opera of love and hip-hop's most chaotic season ever? Drop your hottest take in the comments below. Like this video if you were gagged by the drama. Subscribe for more tea, truth, and timeline-shattering revelations. Because on this channel, we don't just spill the tea, We slap it, and the fallout. Well honey, that's just season 14 waiting to happen. Asterisk, so now that the dust has settled, the edits have aired, and Erica's slap has been immortalized in love and hip-hop history. We're left with one burning question. Was it worth it? Did Erica cross the line, or was the line already blurred by messy producers, whispering castmates, and a mountain of unspoken tension? Did Jess deserve that five-fingered reckoning, or did the network set them both up for the perfect explosion? And let's be real, if the cameras weren't rolling, would anybody even care? Listen, we're not here to hand out halos or pitchforks. We're here to ask the real questions. Should Erica be allowed on the season 13 finale stage? Or should she be benched until further notice? Was it a mental break or a PR breakthrough? Redemption arc or ratings ploy? We want to hear from you, the real judges of reality TV justice. Drop your take in the comments. Should Erica sit down with Jess one last time for a heartfelt apology tour? Or do you think she should walk into that reunion with heels high, lashes locked, and zero regrets? Don't forget to smash that like button if this expose gave you life, rage, or just something to gossip about. Hit subscribe if you live for the scandal, the breakdowns, and the accidental Mike Still Hot moments, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next chapter in this saga because baby, we're just getting started. This is your home for truth, drama, and the stories they wish you didn't know. Until next time, stay loud, stay nosy, and never trust a reunion without security. Because where there's smoke, there's Erica. And where there's Erica,